Once you press enter, there are two options. Create a new WebLogic domain, extend the WebLogic domain. So this is what I was talking yesterday. If you have an OAM server already present in one domain and you think you need an OIM server, you need a SOA server, or you need an OAM server, you can go and you can extend the domain, extend your same domain with that managed server. If you have the binaries already installed and the schema created. So those are the prerequisites of configuring a domain. Binaries and schema that need to be present. Right now we have the binaries installed of IAM and we have the schema created for OAM. So we are good to go. So we'll be creating a new WebLogic domain and we are going to name our domain as OAM_domain. Create a new WebLogic domain, click on the next button. Now this is a screen where you select what applications you want to install or configure, I mean in a domain. Okay. So we are going to select Oracle Access Manager. By default, it has selected JRF, Java required files. Whatever it requires, it will target that to the managed servers. Okay. If you see this screen, if you see closely this screen, you'll see only options you are getting are of Oracle Adaptive Access Manager, Oracle Identity Manager, or basic WebLogic server or OBSs. These kind of things. You are not getting any option for SOA, OSB or anything because you have not installed the binaries in the middleware home till now. Once you install those binaries and again you run from common bin this path config.sh, those things will get enabled here and you can select them. Okay, so after selecting these two, we are going to select Oracle Enterprise Manager also. I discussed this yesterday that we have three tools to manage the domain. One is console, /console, other is /em, and third thing is command line, which is WLST, WebLogic scripting tool, which we use to manage from backend. Okay. You select these check boxes and click on the next button. You have to give the domain name. So domain name I'm going to give as OAM domain. Okay. Or if you want to generalize it to something, you can give that. A domain is anyhow a logical entity. Okay. And I was showing you the directory structure. What Oracle says is middleware home. This is our middleware home till 1111. Okay. After that, a directory called user projects and domains. So inside this directory, user projects /domains and /OAM domain will get created. Okay. This is what the guide says, but that was like an earlier thing. Now if you want, if you see, I'm going a little advanced thing. If you want your domain to become a cluster later point of time, so this directory structure is not good. What we do is we create another mount point of something called /admin. Okay. And on that /admin we put a domain. So it is something like this. I'll remove this /home Oracle and I'll put admin here. Okay. And same thing I'm going to do for application domain also. So it will install my domain. It will create my domain in /home/oracle/admin, not in FMW, because I really don't want to mess up with my FMW directory, middleware directory. I keep separate. This is my convention where I keep separate all middleware products under FMW directory and all the domain configurations under /admin directory. So if I need to create multiple domains, I can create under /admin user projects domains, OAM domain, SOA domain, OIM domain. So my middleware directory remains untouched every time.
So Aman, Nagarjuna here. So is it common for across the applications, like let's say tomorrow I have SOA and everything in my application domain. So if I want to create another domain, I create in the same location?
Yes, definitely. You can create the domain in the same location. Only thing you need to consider is you have to give the separate ports for all your managed servers, right? Ports cannot be same.
Yes.
So I'll also recommend you to follow the same convention where you create a middleware directory, and under middleware directory you keep all your products binaries, and don't mess up your binaries with your domain files. So create a separate thing, /home oracle/admin, and under admin create this user projects or domains folder. And under admin only we are going to create the OHS instances also. This is the convention which Oracle also follows. And because it is easy, later point of time, if you think, okay, I have one machine, let me put one more machine and make it a cluster. So if you want to make it a cluster, you need to pack your domain. There is a concept of packing a domain and unpacking it to another location. So it creates, an archive kind of thing, which has all your configuration. It writes them in a template. That template can be put across on another machine, and it can be extracted, and then another managed server can be created out there. So it's a very simple process. Pack it, templatize it, unpack it on another machine. This is the way how we make a cluster. Okay, so right for now, everyone has given the location of this?
Yes.
Okay, click on the next button.